Hi. Hi. How are you all? I'm on just a tad bit early to give YouTube time to send out the notifications. It is 8:08, okay? You are abundant. Always remember that. Know that. You are part of divine infinite intelligence. Hey, I got my lo-fi going. I'm always listening to some good lo-fi, and they jamming. Always sets the mood. I'm excited about this evening and what we're going to be doing. And I'm getting a call. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know who that was. They're gonna have to catch me on the flip side. Hi, how are you all? I'm gonna give it a few more moments to see if more people come in. That way they don't jump in on the middle of the live, and then I will go ahead and get started. Hi, how are you? So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, okay? And everybody else, they'll just have to, catch up and jump in, get in where they fit in, okay? My hair just be doing whatever it wants to do, okay? So, thank you guys so much for joining me on tonight's live. All right, tonight it is Wealthy Wednesday, okay? So we are going to be talking about abundance and prosperity. Hey, how are you? Thank you for being here. I know you got stuff to do, so I definitely appreciate the shout out. But yes, so tonight we're going to be talking about our finances, okay? With it being Wealthy Wednesday and talking about abundance and prosperity, all right? We cannot be afraid to talk about money. We cannot be afraid to open up and have those conversations, because that's how you increase your money. That's how you increase your income, or however it is that you get your money, right? Okay, it's about having that abundant mindset. So as always, we're going to start off with a few affirmations that I received. The first affirmation, and you guys can get your pen and paper to write down these affirmations if that is something that you're interested in, or if you don't want to, you don't have to. But for what we're doing, you still will want a piece of paper, because again, we're going to write out our financial goals, okay? And then I am going to, if anyone is interested, then I will do a $25 money reading for you live here if you want to know about your money and your finances, okay? So we're going to start off with our affirmation, okay? First, Holy Spirit, may you enter into this live. May you protect us from all harm, any low vibrational energies, okay? And may you allow the people to be on here that are meant to be be on here, and may I say what is needed to be said for those and whatever that they need to, for those that are on the live, and for whatever it is that they need to hear. Ashe. So the affirmation that I received for you all tonight is, I am now financially stable and secure and have more than enough money to pay all my monthly expenses. Hey, hey, how are you? Okay, you must be a day ahead of us wherever you are, okay? Agio. But hey, how you doing? Because where I'm at, it's Wednesday afternoon. Where are you at, Agio? That's very interesting. However, again, I'm going to repeat your affirmation. I am now financially stable and secure and have more than enough money to pay all my monthly expenses. Okay, so when you say any type of affirmations, I love affirmations and affirmations. They definitely help bring it. Okay, shout out to New Zealand. Affirmations helps to bring that thing that you're seeking to you. Okay, but the affirmations, the positive statements, they allow you. It allows you to convince yourself. It allows you to believe. It allows you to actually believe the statement that you are repeating out loud to yourself, or in your head, or what you're writing down. So when you do the affirmation, then it can flow to you easily without any blockages. Okay, so again, I am now financially stable and secure and have more than enough money to pay all my monthly expenses. All right, it doesn't matter how much money you have right now. You could be getting 10K a month, 5K a month, whatever the case may be, but you still want to make sure that you have a surplus of money, not just enough to pay all your bills and so forth, but you also want to make sure that you have enough left over. Okay, and this goes into our assignment for tonight, and what our topic is. So if you have a piece of paper, and this isn't going to be long, if you have a piece of paper, a notebook, and a pen, go ahead and get that out. And what we're going to do is we are going to set up our financial goals. Setting financial goals are very, very crucial. It's very important. It allows you to know what you really need to do to be able to earn whatever amount that your monthly expenses are each month. Okay, so we just said the statement that you're financially stable and that you have more than enough money to pay all of your bills and monthly expenses, right? But you want to make sure that you're getting that actual income in. What are you doing to actually receive that? Okay, and it's good to know your numbers. A lot of times people, they get jobs, they're working, but they really don't know their numbers. Okay, I'm not sure if many of you guys watch Shark Tank or used to watch Shark Tank. I don't know if Shark Tank still comes on, but I love Shark Tank because I'm all about business and so forth, right? And Shark Tank always, they're always getting to that bottom line. What are your numbers? Okay, your numbers are very, very important, not just in your business but in your household as well. So getting down to the detail and knowing, yes, and I love it too, Hope Priestess, but getting down to really knowing how much you actually need to be flowing in every single month or every year to be able to maintain your lifestyle. So the way we're going to do this, okay, and you may not be able to do all of it right here on this live, but I'm going to give you the tips and the tools on this live, so when we get off of here, you're able to take this and actually do the work. It's up to you to do the actual work. So what you're going to do to set your financial goals, you have to, we're not just going to say, oh, I want to make $20,000 a month. That sounds good, okay? And yes, that's a great amount, and you could just, you know that would be more than enough to cover all your bills. But not saying let's be realistic, because you can definitely manifest whatever it is that you want using law of assumption, right? Right. However, for a right now situation, okay, until you begin to manifest the amount that you really do desire, that larger sum of money, being realistic and seeing what your day-to-day current expenses are right now would be the quickest way to actually manifest the larger sum that you really do desire. So what you're going to do is you're going to literally add up all of your bills. all of your expenses. So I'm talking about how much does it cost for the roof over your head, whether that's rent, whether that is your mortgage, whatever your current sleeping conditions are. How much does it take to cover you, to have a roof over your head? That's first and foremost, okay? And that's what you're gonna start off with that. So okay, we know how much it is to have a roof over our head, right? Okay, you're gonna write that number down. All right. And then you're going to say, okay, how much is my light bill? Y'all know how to pay bills. We're all adults here. So you're going to go through all of your expenses, including your lights, including your food, any type of clothing that you need for yourself and for your children, if you have children, any type of toiletries and so forth. I mean, really get down to your numbers. And really, if you have to, okay, you can go back and you can look at your bank statements to see, okay, you know what? This is how much I actually spend per month at the grocery store. This is how much I actually spend on toiletries and so forth, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to list every last single expense that you have that it requires. I saw 1111 on the timer, okay? But you're going to list every single expense that you have every single month. It could be daycare expenses, all of it, your car note, your car insurances, everything, okay? Any type of and I'm talking about you can include like doctor bills and so forth if you desire, but I'm talking about your basic needs. What do you need to be able to survive every single day, okay? At the most basic level. And then once you do that, okay, then after that, I want you to go back and add up all of your leisures, okay, and your pleasures. So you may say, ooh, I love going to get a coffee every day or a tea every day, you know, from Starbucks or from Dunkin' or Pete's Coffee or whatever your favorite coffee house is, right? Or you may say, you know what, every month or every two weeks, I love taking the kids out to, you know, some type of fun place, you know, whether it's the zoo or whether it's to a theme park or whatever the case is, right? You're going to include that as well in your leisures and pleasures, okay? Your hair, all right. I know some of you guys may see that as part of your expenses, and if you want to, you can add it there as well. Okay. However, add your hair, your nail care, your all of that type of stuff, whatever is leisure and pleasure for you. Okay. Some of you guys have a lifestyle where you guys are taking vacations or so forth, or this is what you desire to do. This is where you're writing out those desires. Okay. So if you know that you really want to have a lifestyle of having all your bills paid, all of your expenses paid, and then it's like, you know what? I want to take a trip once a month, whether you got to hop on the flight, whether it's a road trip, whether it's a staycation, whatever it is, you're going to include that as well as part of your leisures and your pleasures. If you know you and your family, y'all love to go out to eat. Or if you're a single person, no kids, and you love to go out to eat, or you know you love to go out to different events and so forth. You love to meet up with the homies, with your friends, and with social groups and so forth. Add all of those expenses up that are leisure and pleasures for you. And then once you do that, then you will have your number. Okay, so let's say for your monthly bills and expenses, I'm just gonna throw a number out there. Okay, child. Okay, let's say if your monthly bills and expenses for your roof, for your lights, for your gas, you know, we call it the light bill. We don't call it electricity bill. You know, us melanated folks, and maybe everybody else do too. But you know, for all of your bills, okay, your car note, your insurances. Some of you guys may live in someplace like New York, okay, where you don't necessarily have to have a car note or car insurance, okay? So it's going to be different for everyone, right? But take all of that, and let's say that comes up, we're just going to do straight numbers here. Let's say that comes up to about $3,000 every month. I think that possibly could be average, you know, for a lot of people, okay? So $3,000 a month, you know, for your monthly expenses. That is a requirement, okay, of the bare minimum that is costing you to wake up and live every day and not have to worry about, you know, food, roof over your head, shelter, running water, and so forth, okay? So that's that $3,000, your main needs, right? Okay. And then let's say, just for your leisures and pleasures, we'll just say $1,000. Okay, some of y'all, it may be more. Your numbers are going to be different. Some people's lifestyles, it can say, I need an extra 5,000 a month because you have an entire family, and for y'all just to do a trip every month or something, it may really come out to that much, including the food, gas, all of that. Things cost, right? So, but just for this purpose, we're going to say $1,000. Okay. So, simple math, that equals $4,000, right? And I know this is simple and very elementary, but it's also a reminder because a lot of times people don't go and actually do the necessary work that is required of looking at their finances. That way they can remedy it. It's time to begin to remedy your finances, okay? And look at your bank account. You cannot be afraid to look at your bank account. You cannot be afraid, okay, to be able to really know how much money is coming in and how much money is going out. If we're really talking about the abundance that we are and that is available to us, you still have to do the work to know your numbers, okay? Because abundance is still a blanket statement, a general blanket statement, but what it falls under that abundance, it requires you knowing your numbers, okay? So with this example, we're at $4,000 every month. So now you know that it requires for you to make for it or receive, because maybe you ain't got to go out there and actually work for it, because we out here manifesting our money, right? Okay. So however you get your money, you know that you have to receive that $4,000 or whatever number you came up with, okay? Now, what you're going to do is actually look at how much money you actually are receiving every single month. Are you receiving the amount, at least minimum, the amount of, in this example, that $4,000? Or are you only receiving maybe $2,500 a month? That means you have a deficit. So look at your numbers and actually see how much money you have coming in and compare it to what your numbers actually are for you to actually live a decent life without stressing over money, okay? And being able to do whatever it is that you want to do on just even on a basic level, right? Even with your leisures and pleasures, okay? And that doesn't include putting up savings and so forth. I didn't even get into that. So if you want to, you can also include saving money every month. Maybe you say, you know what? I want to put up $500 every month. I know that's a smaller amount, but it's okay. Whatever amount. If you can only put up $100 every month, whatever it is, if it's only $50 a month, start wherever you can. I don't care if you can only save a penny a month, okay? You better start saving a penny a month. It's still giving you the abundant mindset, okay, of saying, I'm doing the action, I'm taking the action. Right? Okay. So once you do that, then once you actually add up everything and see how much money you actually have coming in, then you will really be able to see, oh, dang, okay, I'm straight. I make more than enough money. I'm good. And some of you guys already know if you good or not, right? But it's still good to know your numbers, because knowing your numbers, even every 2 or 3 months, just saying, okay, what are my numbers? It should be something we are all doing monthly. You're very, very welcome. Ether, okay? But definitely, what is it? Oh, Ether Ho. I love that. But it's definitely necessary to be doing this every single month. Okay, a lot of times people are afraid of the money. They're afraid of the finances. Therefore, they just push away and they push it in the back and they don't do it. And therefore, guess what? They keep snowballing into more debt, or they keep snowballing and they're stressing over money and finances instead of actually facing it and doing something about it. So this is us doing something about it, okay? This is you this is you caring about your finances and how much money you actually have coming in, okay? So once you realize, okay, this is how much I actually have coming in, now you know if you're good, then you're good. And now you can find more ways to increase your money. Maybe it's investing and so forth, right? But for those of you where you realize, okay, my monthly expenses is $4,000, but all I'm getting in is $2,000 every month. Yeah, I got to figure out what I got to do to get $2,000 extra every single month. So that's when you're able to, that's going to open you up. Just even doing this is going to open you up, okay? And open you up to the universe, open up your own mind, okay? To say, yeah, let me open myself up to different opportunities. Maybe it's time for me to manifest the money, with law of assumption, okay? Maybe it's time for me to get a side job, okay? And go do something real quick. That way I can get extra money coming in. Okay, maybe it's time for you to start a side hustle. Maybe there's something that you're really, really good at and you can really make money off of it, but you feel you don't have the energy, or maybe you don't have the confidence to start that business. You guys can book your entrepreneur motivation and business coaching down below. Okay, I am a business coach. All right, that's what I went to school for, right? Okay, but it's time for you to put your skills to use. Okay, it's time for you to get extra money in your life some way, somehow. And it's all about doing the mindset work to even help you build up your confidence to even believe that you can get more money in. A lot of times people have a limiting mindset and a limiting belief system when it comes to their money and their finances. And it's time to stop that, because we are abundant as individuals. I talk about abundance on this channel all the time. I talk about prospering all the time. I talk about thriving all the time. If everybody else want to be in their situations and what they got going on, that's cool. But it's really time to stop being broke. It's really time to stop being in a poverty mindset. It's really time to stop being in that lack energy and really do something about your money and your finances and your wealth. It's time that you take it serious. It's time that you take money serious. You think money is going to flow to you if you're not taking money serious? If you wasn't taking the person that was interested in you serious, do you think they gonna want to be around you? They gonna be like, oh, this girl don't take me serious, this man don't take me serious, I'm good, I'm going where my energy is appreciated. So a lot of times people they pray for their finances to increase, and that's cool, but what are you doing to actually increase your money? If you're not doing anything to actually make sure that you're getting money on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, then you're going to keep drowning in debt, or you're not going to get to reach the financial goals that you have set for yourself. And I know somebody like me, I'm billionaire minded. Okay, a lot of people say that's impossible, but it's really not. And I'm gonna say something else when it comes to money and finance. People may not, agree with me on this, but it's easy to make it here in America. It really, really is. When we look at numbers, because money is numbers. Simple. Money is numbers, right? Right. So when we look on a scale, if we look and we start here and we have, let me get a clean piece of paper. And we have 0, just as a number, we have 0, and 0 technically, and then we draw a line and go up the scale all the way up here. That line, I don't know if you guys can see that. And then we put 100. So then we have 0 to 100, right? 0 to 100 real quick, right? And then let's say up here, we have 1 billion. Okay? And then we'll say we have 1,000, let's say right here. And then we have, I'm writing it out. So we have 100. Let me bring it up closer. We have 0, we got 100, we got 1,000. And then let's say, we have, let's say 100,000. Okay, and then let's say we have 500,000, and then we have 1 million. So let's just look at this example. We have 0 down here. We're just talking about numbers, and I know I put dollar signs that way you guys can still get it, but we're just talking about numbers, not money, just numbers, right? 0, 100, 1,000, 100,000, 500,000, 1 million. 1 billion. Now, what things cost for us to live, and I'm not talking about the luxurious lifestyle and so forth, but I'm talking about, even though we may say, oh, the price of milk has gone up, the price of eggs have gone up, and all of that other, yeah, gas and all of that, rent has gone up and everything. Yes, it is. It has gone up, right? And I'm going to get to a lot of things that I know a lot of you guys are thinking, so just stick with me. Just stick with me, right? So, all of that may have gone up, but even if the average person is making $50,000 a year, that's still, or we're talking about numbers, that's still very low on the scale compared to 1,500,000 and even 1 billion. And how many billionaires are out there, right? So it's very possible this is low. The bar has kind of been set low for us to get that $100,000, get that we'll just keep it at there, even just to get $100,000. The thing is, even though it's low on the scale compared to numbers, it's okay. You all may feel that there's not enough opportunities to actually get that amount of that $100,000 or that $500,000 or that $1 million and so forth to be able to live, even if the numbers are so low. That's where you come in to build your own empire. That's where you come in. You yourself, I'm talking to the entrepreneurs. I'm talking to those that really came here to shake some up and really leave wealth for your family, because you know how you feel. Did y'all families leave y'all anything? And maybe for some of y'all they did. But I know I ain't got left nothing. My father has passed away. I didn't get left nothing. I wasn't in no will. So I really got to make it out the mud. But I for damn sure know that I don't want my children to have to make it out the mud. So I know that it's possible that I can make $50,000 on my own within my own business. That's easy, right? And then to increase that, we see all of these entrepreneurs and all these success stories of all these people out here making their first million, getting into real estate, selling whatever they're selling, starting their own businesses. It takes a special individual, a special person to really do the actual work to build their income. And wealth doesn't matter about the money. You can only have 50,000 every year. I'm just using this as a general amount. You can only make $50,000 a year and still be very wealthy. But of course, with the way things are and the prices and so forth, too many people depend on jobs. I have a business degree. I have from my high school diploma to my associates to my double bachelor's to my master's. And when I tell you that I'm looking at so many people like, dang, they all got masters and all this stuff, and they making $100,000 and so forth, including people in my family. And it's like, well, I got my masters and ain't none of them jobs, because guess what? That's gonna cap me. That $100,000 is actually a cap for me. I'm meant to make way more than that. But at the end of the day, if we're just looking at numbers, it's not really, it's really, really small. The average person, even if it takes the average person with the way rent is and everything else, and to live a happy, pleasurable life, it may require them to live, we'll say $100,000 a year. I believe $100,000 is a great amount, even if you have a family of 6. I think that's still a great amount to say, with rent, with mortgage prices, with the way gas costs, and the way, having a 2 nice cars, and, having food in the house and everything, it may require $100,000 a year. So when you're setting your financial goals, really, what do you need to make per year? We got people out here making $100,000 a month. So if they can do it, I can do it, you can do it. It's very, very possible. But it often requires you truly, truly walking in your purpose. Yeah, you may have to work at a job or in a position for a while. That way you can do what you got to do to live as you start your your business or your side hustles or whatever it is that you're going to do, but it's up to you. You can't blame nobody else for not getting the money that you desire if you're not putting in the work. I don't care if you manifesting it. I don't care whatever it is that you're doing. But a lot of times people want to use manifestation and law of assumption to just get their money, but they don't even have the correct mindset for it. They're not even willing to they're not even willing to jump on a live. They're not even willing to look at their numbers. They're not even willing to look at their bills, but they're expecting the universe, God, Holy Spirit to bless them. That's not how it works. You have to do the work. And then allow the universe to show up for you. You have to be the right vessel. You can say all the affirmations and affirmations and everything that you desire, but guess what? By you saying those affirmations and affirmations, when I began to ask big, that's when my life went to shit. I'm just going to say that. Because it had to break my old mindset up and to prepare me to receive the big that I've asked for, if that makes sense. So if you've asked for really, really big things and your life went to shit like a little bit after that, congratulations, you're on the right path and you will make it out. You will receive your manifestations, and it's not just one big thing. You're gonna receive so much more. But the universe, God, Holy Spirit, whatever you believe in, right? We're of all faiths here, okay? We're no discrimination to whatever you believe in, right? Unless it's that low vibrational energy, we won't do that, right? However, whatever it is that you're asking for, you have to be prepared to receive it. When I was a babe, I drank milk. And when I became more mature, I was able to eat meat. I don't know the exact scripture verse, but if you know, you know. You have to be mature. You have to be, you want wealth, but are you familiar with accountants? Are you familiar with financial advisors? Are you familiar with the right lawyers, with the right people that you need on your team? A lot of people say things because it sounds good, but are you really ready for it? Do you really know how to manage your money? If you got all this money right now, you're like, oh, I'll be able to handle it. But would you really? If your business just started taking off just like that and you started getting all this money coming in, would you really be able to handle it? Do you know how to handle what you have now? Are you looking at your numbers monthly now? Because if you ain't even looking at your numbers monthly now, what makes the universe believe that you go all of a sudden know what type of accountant to get in, and that you really know how to, connect with your accountant each month? Or are you expecting them to do it? No, you have to know. That way you ain't getting gypped. So you really have to do the necessary work required when it comes to your money and setting your financial goals. So right now, what you're going to do when you get, maybe you guys have already been doing it while I've been talking, but the assignment for you today, tonight, or sometime this week is for you to really go through and determine how much it costs for you to live, your monthly expenses. I'm talking about every last single thing. Get down into it. If you love getting ice cream every month, put that under your leisures and your pleasures, okay? It's like, I love taking the family for ice cream, or I love whatever it is. Add it all up. And if that comes out to $5,000 every month, okay. Now, how much are you getting in? Oh, we only getting in $4,000. Okay, well, how you go get that extra $1,000? What you gonna do? Or where can you cut back for now? One way or another, but you gotta know your numbers. So this is for you to set your financial goals. That way you can determine how much money you desire to receive on a monthly basis. And again, it's easy to just say to not do the work. It's easy to not actually do the numbers and know your numbers, and to just easily say, oh, I want $10,000 a month. Oh, I want $15,000 a month. That's somebody that's irresponsible and not mature with their finances, because you're asking for that, but you're not even willing to do the work to see how much you're getting now. That way, even if you do say, okay, I want $10,000, I want $15,000, without even doing this work that I just described, right? How would you don't even know the math of, okay, let's say you get that $15,000 every month. That's cool, perfect. you still don't even know how much your monthly expenses come in. You just spending the money just here and there. Even the richest people, celebrities and high value people, lawyers, doctors, whoever, people making all this money, and the doctors and so forth. I've worked for many medical offices. The doctors, they making money, but even the doctors I was working for, they had to come up out their own pocket to pay us because the money wasn't coming in. I was in billing. That's why they hired me, actually. That way I can actually get the money coming in, because insurance claims, you got to send it. I ain't gonna get into all of that. So when I first started there, at this was years ago when I was in Scottsdale, Arizona, they had to pay us out of their own pockets. So a lot of people, even if you have high paying positions, you got to know your numbers. But again, even if you're making, even if they're making all this money, these celebrities and so forth, guess what? You best believe they having that phone call with their accountant, once a week, or for damn sure once a month. I guarantee you that. They know their numbers. So that's what what this session was about tonight. Okay, it's about you knowing your numbers, you knowing how much how much money you have coming in, okay, and how much is required for you to continue to live on a daily and monthly basis, okay, and be comfortable. It's about you really being comfortable, okay. Let's see. I'm trying to get this to stand up properly. I could have used a different stand. So yeah, so I'm gonna leave that there. I also did have I'm gonna get ready to do a financial reading for you guys. For those that are interested, I'm gonna pull some cards, some money, get some money energy really quickly. But also to close out the coaching session part of this, once you have your amount, once you do the work and you determine your amount, you're going to say, I now declare I earn or receive, okay, because everybody don't have to earn their money. Maybe they getting their money through their spouse. Some people get money however they get their money, okay? But I now declare that I earn or receive blank amount every month with gratitude. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So I'm going to repeat that one more time. You're going to say, I now declare, I'm just going to throw a number in there. I now declare I earn or receive $6,000. You put your amount in there every month with gratitude. Thank you, universe. Okay? Or thank you, God. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Whatever, whoever you think. Okay? But you have to declare and decree that. You have to seal it. And by you even taking that step to do that, you're sending the vibration. Yeah, I ain't gonna get into the quantum physics of all of this. We're energetic beings. So you gotta send out the proper energy. That way that same energy can come back to you. So declare and decree how much you know that you have to receive every month, and it's done. Whatever opportunities that's required for you to get that, it's going to start flowing to you. Continue to do your affirmation work, your affirmations, and your self-concept work, knowing that you are worthy of receiving. You got to do all the work, right? I don't care how confident you are. Continue to seal it in, to continue to let yourself know how confident you are. I don't care if you're already getting 10,000. Continue to confirm that, hey, I'm so thankful and grateful for this 10,000 that I already received every single month. If you only receive $1,000 every month, be thankful for what you have. Always be grateful for what you already have. Always. Okay? But yeah, that's what you're going to do. Okay? And then some other affirmations that just randomly came up to me was, it's so easy to get money, which it really is. It's easy to get money. We as humans make it hard. But it's easy to get money. But when we don't know how to get money, when we don't know something, we think that the thing is hard to get, because it's like, well, if it was so easy, why don't I have it then? But you got to do the work. The work may not be easy for you. You know what I mean? Especially if you got to clear money traumas and all of that other type of stuff, But guess what? The money part is still easy. It's easy to get the money. Money is here. Money is all around. And then I also got another one that says, my bank account is now filled with thousands of dollars. Or you can say whatever you want. If you want to say millions, okay, whatever you want. But it's also good to do something that is believable and then go up from there. Okay, so right now, if y'all already got $2,000-$3,000 in y'all bank account, $5,000-$10,000 in your bank account, in your savings account, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 in your bank account, it's easy for you to say thousands, right? Because you already have that. You got to start where you are. Don't jump in. If you only got a few hundred in your bank account and you're saying, oh, I always have millions of dollars in my bank account. Yeah, it's kind of a far stretch. Not saying it's not possible and that you won't get there, but you want to make it easier on yourself and confirm something that is more believable for you. Even if you say, I receive hundreds of dollars on a daily basis. That's cool too. Or I receive thousands of dollars on a daily basis. You guys switch it up what works for you, okay? So Ashe, this is your coaching on your abundance coaching for this Wealthy Wednesday. Again, thank you all so much for tapping in. Okay, next week's topic is going to be purpose and profits. Okay, talking about your purpose, walking in your purpose, stepping in your purpose, and how to profit off of your purpose. Okay, yes. Hey, love. Hey, love. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna jump on in and do some money messages for you guys. I'm not gonna be long. Okay, no, it's okay. You can definitely go back and watch Seven Goddess. Definitely go back and watch. Okay, I am about to get into the reading portion, Seven Goddess, but the abundance portion for Wealthy Wednesday was amazing. It was talking about setting up financial goals, okay, and really knowing how much money you have coming in versus how much you have going out, right? And how much is required for you to is required for you to receive on a monthly basis for you to be able to live and cover your expenses. Okay, so definitely go back and watch it. It's definitely worth it. And something I like to do it just. I do it with almost every YouTube video except for music. But anytime I watch YouTube, y'all, I put it on ×2. You know how you can speed it up? I put it on ×2. And that way, if it's a 40-minute video, it cut that thing on down to 20 minutes. That's just me and how I operate. But that's just if you're on a time crunch, okay? So let's go ahead and jump on in. I'm gonna do some money messages and just see what comes out, okay? If you guys are interested, you guys, I am doing live $25 money readings, okay, for you guys, only right here on the live. So if you're interested in that, all of that information is down below in the description bar, okay? The Cash App or the PayPal, if that's something you're interested in, okay? So let's see. Or if you want a full reading, of course, you guys can go ahead and book your personals with me. And it is a Zoom video, so we will be face to face. Okay, you can ask any questions and so forth. All right, and yeah. But I also offer pre-recorded messages as well. So if you don't want to do a live Zoom reading, you guys, there's a link where you guys can connect and book your pre-recorded readings, okay? And it's a MP3 audio that is emailed to you, okay? And you guys are definitely welcome. Thank you guys, okay? I heard somebody say, I said this to someone the other day as well. I don't even know. She's on the live, or maybe she's not on the live right now. But if you are being called to do anything, and this is kind of for the purpose for next week, but I'm going to say it now. If you've been called to do anything, if you have a pulling to do something, it's because there are that's the collective of those people that's pulling on your energy, that is telling you to do that thing because they're in need of what you have to say or what you're doing, okay? But we'll talk about that again next week, okay? So the first card out is shift, okay? So I definitely see that there is a shift in your finances. Also, I am seeing that it is time to move in silence at this time. Everybody does not need to know everything that you're doing when it comes to your money, when it comes to you leveling up, okay? When it comes to you getting, starting that business, whatever it is that you're doing, okay? whether it's regarding your money, your relationships, okay, anything that you're doing in life. Everybody doesn't need to know every detail, okay? Some things are between you and God, right? Okay, but I definitely see that things are shifting for you in your money and your finances and in your career. It says taking your career in a totally different direction. So maybe many of you guys thought that you guys were going to be doing one thing, or maybe you guys are in one field right now, but you guys are being guided to go in a completely different field or to shift some things, okay? If you guys are not receiving, after doing your goals, if you're not receiving the amount of money that you would desire to receive, maybe it's time to shift and go into another field. Maybe it's time to start looking at another, applying for new positions, or again, moonlighting and starting your own business. Okay, whatever it is that you have to do, it's time for you to create the shift that you're seeking. The shift isn't just going to happen. Okay, when you hear readings, if you have to take action. So there's some type of action that is being called of you for you to actually shift your money, for you to shift your finances, is what I see here. Have the courage to change course. Continue to grow, change, and learn. All right. We are constantly changing. We're constantly growing, especially as an entrepreneur, baby. This entrepreneur journey is not for the weak. Okay. It's something that's constantly changing. Y'all see, even on my channel, things have changed. Things have shifted. Okay. Do not be afraid to change. Those who are meant to connect with you and stay with you for the long term, they will. Those that ain't, they'll fall off. You know how many, I've seen my numbers go shoot. So many people have unfollowed me because they say, oh, you're not reading. They've been commenting like they was only following me for the reads. And that's cool. You know, that's what they tapped in for. But I want people that's going to follow me. If I started saying I ain't coaching, I ain't doing none of this, I want to start vlogging. I want to start showing me and my family. If I want to do whatever I want to do on my platform, I still want people that like me for me and who are sticking with me and supporting me for no matter what I am doing. And that's what you guys have to have, that same mentality. So sometimes when you're making a shift, people will fall off. People aren't going to follow you, and you don't want those people anyways. Because guess what? They was only going to be there temporarily anyways. They really wasn't truly invested in you anyways. When you a fan, you I was taking a Kendrick Lamar, but when you a real fan or when you a real supporter, I don't necessarily like saying fan, but when you a real supporter, people gonna support you no matter what. When you loyal, that's the type of people that you want that supporting you. Not people that's, they ain't doing this. Okay, you got what you needed, but keep it moving because I'm shifting. I'm growing, right? So it's like, it's time for you to shift. And my point of saying all that, don't be afraid to make a change. I could have said, you know what? I'm not going to start doing this. I'm just going to keep doing this. But my soul and my spirit is saying, this is what you must do. So if you know you're being called to do something, answer that call and make that shift. It says you reach the end of a route where you cannot continue traveling. Something is coming to an end, baby. You at a crossroads. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You see how she's going up? You have to. That's so funny. Always in alignment, baby. I'm always in alignment. She can make the choice to turn right here, make this left. She can make the choice to go straight, or she can make the choice to turn right. You got some choices to make at this time. So what choice are you going to make? But whatever you choose, you ain't got to make no announcement. Hey, everybody, I'm about to turn left. No, just make the left. Make the right. Keep straight. But there's a shift or a decision that you have to make. And maybe the path was straight. I'm sure behind her, there wasn't any other roads. It was just all straight. So the only way to go was straight. The only way to go was keep going straight. Now it's like, oh, snap. Which way do I want to go? So it's time for you to make a decision and take action. Again, you have to take action. Let's see what else comes out. I'm going to just pull 2 more, okay? Again, if you guys are watching, you guys, I am doing $25 money readings, okay? And I will pull some money messages for you, all right? If that is something that you are interested in, all right? The information for Cash App is down below, or either PayPal as well, okay? We have partnership here. Okay, so some of you guys are working with someone else. This could be you definitely working with you and you. Okay, you doing the necessary work that is required within yourself to level yourself up, to give you the confidence to be able to go out for a higher position, to be able to give you the confidence to start that position. Okay, this is you going within yourself and saying, dang, the way I think about money, yeah, I need to change my belief system. So that's you and you with this partnership. For some of you guys, this could be you actually partnering with an actual organization. That means a workplace. So you guys could be going for a brand new position or something of that nature. Maybe staying at your same company, there could definitely be look at the job board, okay? See if they have other positions. You never know. You know, they're always posting different positions on a daily basis. So there could definitely be a position where you're already currently working, where you can, you know, do it like maybe even shift, do a parallel shift, okay? Or whatever the case may be. I definitely see you all working with someone. This could also be a collaboration that some of you guys are doing as well when it comes to your money and your finances here. Okay, that's what I see here. It says you're manifesting a strong and successful partnership. Consider having a partner who can bring the experiences you lack. Some of your relationships may be holding you back from success. Check your partnerships. Check the people that you're connecting with as well. Okay? People may say things, you know, that may make you think that your dreams and your goals and so forth aren't possible. Okay, but it's like just pay attention to the people that you're around, who you're connecting with, who you're having conversations with. Okay, make sure people are actually in alignment with who you are and your goals. They don't have to know what your goals are, but when you're having conversations, you'll be able to hear in a conversation, you'll be able to hear, you know, by the way that they talk, if they are actually in alignment with you. Okay, if they have an abundance mindset. All right. Let's see. It's also time for you guys to unlock some type of skills and gifts that you guys have. Don't be afraid to take that leap of faith. I know it's easier said than done. Okay, many people, they have families. It's busy. For those of you all that work a 9 to 5, and then it's like you got to come home, you got to take care of your family and so forth. I get it, and it's like, dang, you like Naila, I ain't got time to take care of myself, let alone start a business. Okay, you really have to. That's what you have to sit in silence. That's where meditation, that's where prayer, that's where writing out your goals and saying what it is you really want to do, because otherwise you're going to be stuck in that cycle. So you have to make a shift. It's time to make some type of shift. It doesn't mean you got to jump and make the shift right now, but it's time to begin thinking about, okay, what are my real goals? What do I really want to do? Let's see, what else is here? What else is here? Oh. You can't make it up. We got change. Ooh, settling at the bottom. I'm just saying. I ain't saying it. It's all congruent. It's all congruent. We have shift, and then we have change. And then we have settling. Do not settle. All things are possible. That's where faith comes in as well. As long as you put in the genuine conscious effort, you have to trust and believe it's all going to work out for you. That better position will come along for you. That way you can have the finances or more time or whatever it is to shift your household so you can come home. You know, maybe it's a less stressful position so you can come home and start working on your business, you know. And working on your business, it takes time. It may just be time for you to even just start Googling, even while you at work. You know, when people be at work, they be on the computer and everything else, and they be looking up other jobs and research. Start researching what you're interested in. Maybe this is just the research stage for some of you all. But it's time to begin taking certain steps. That way, one thing can lead to another, because it becomes a domino effect. There's some type of change that is required right now in your money, your work, your career. There's a change for the better coming your way. Embrace it. Okay, so also believe if you've been putting in the work, there is a change. The work that you have been doing is paying off. Just because you don't see any movement, it doesn't mean nothing is happening. So if you know you've been putting in that work to better yourself and so forth, you know, to increase your income, if you've been applying for certain positions and you ain't been getting no calls back, if you already have your own business, right, and it's like you ain't been getting those sales, you know, of your products or whatever y'all sending out, okay, or whatever the case is, if you just started in real estate and you looking to get your first sale, but you've been putting in all this work, whatever it is that you all do, trust and believe that those efforts have not gone unnoticed, okay? And that there is a change for the positive coming when it comes to all the work that you've been putting in. All right? Sometimes to see change, you must be the change. I just was talking about that, okay? You have to be the change that you desire to see. Sometimes to see change, you must be the change. Yeah, because somebody is settling here. Your soul is telling you you're on the wrong path. Allow yourself the time and space to evolve and find your true path. You're in a state of avoidance because the action needed is too hard. I didn't say it. This is a message that's here for you. Y'all think that the steps that it takes to change your financial situation is too difficult, but really it's not. And I'm not saying it's not difficult, because change can be a difficult thing. But if you cultivate the right mindset around your money, your work, your career, then it will help to ease the sting of it being difficult, right? You may have to rearrange some things. I know we don't like change. Then if you have children, the kids don't like change. It's like, you know, it's like, hey, okay, we switching up the schedule. We ain't doing this. We go do this now. It's like, oh, man, but that's what it is. So don't settle just because you're afraid to make some type of change. Don't stay in the state of avoidance, because that's where you'll always be. Allow yourself the time and space to evolve and find your true path. And I also will say to do an evaluation. It's time for you to really evaluate your finances. We just went over part of it. You got to know your numbers. That way you know how much to get in. But it just depends on what everyone really desires to do. Let me see. Okay, yes. All right. So let me get a fortune for you all. And then I have, if you guys are interested in a money read right now, you guys can send over $25. The instructions are down below in the description bar, okay? But I'm going to get a fortune. I'm going to take this one. And whatever's at the bottom. Care required is at the bottom of the deck. Guard yourself against deception and be careful of making foolish mistakes at this time. So pay attention to your finances. Pay attention to your money. Pay attention to what's going in and what's coming out. Don't deceive yourself. It says guard yourself against deception. Don't be the one that's deceiving yourself when it comes to your money and your finances. Period. Okay? The one that fell out was burnout. Y'all burnt out. Somebody burnt out. Your hard work will see the results, as this just said, so that's confirmation. But your health needs to be maintained. So check in with your doctor, dentist, and health professional and try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. I was going to say that too. Y'all don't even know. I've been having migraines, and I got a migraine still, but I'm still pushing through. So, you know, but definitely it's like health is wealth. So you have to make sure that you are healthy and that you're not burning yourself out. And it may not necessarily even be health issues. It could be you being stressed. Like, seriously, pay attention to your body, to your health, to the signs, what you're putting in your body, all of that, so you're not burning out, so you can be here for your family, so you can show up for your family, period. Okay? So let me clear this out. And Nadia, I am going to, or the Hope Priestess, I am going to get a message for you. All right, this is for the Hope Priestess. Okay, I see money manager at the bottom. This card could indicate your career or finances could take a giant leap forward. That's good. Consider careers in money management, banking, accounting, or anything in finance. Or either this is just saying to really start focusing in, like getting like in the details of your money and your finances and so forth. You can expect a happy outcome when it comes to your finances. Okay, that's the perfect way to start this read. Absolutely. Let's see. I'm going to get 3 messages for you. What's here for the Hope Priestess? Oh, dang. Whoa. We got setbacks and we got the office. So something could be setting you back at work, at the office. Okay, is what I'm seeing. Science is at the bottom of the deck. Keep an open mind. Something is unfolding for you. Okay, chemists, forensics, okay, or anything in the field of science. Apply a scientific approach to your business or your financial problems. So again, the scientific approach is what we went over. Okay, really getting down to it, and so forth. But with this setback here, okay, this flew out. So there is some type of setback at the office or with your office work. The setback says taking 1 step forward to make 2 steps back. Setbacks are telling you that you are not ready to enter the next phase. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So again, something that you're doing with work here could definitely be setting you back. And it's like until you make a change, you're going to keep getting the same results. Okay, but this also is in the past, so let it be in the past. Make whatever necessary shifts and changes to help get you out of these setbacks with your current work with this office. Okay, it says delegating more can help you increase your earnings. So with that, I'm getting to put yourself in a position of delegating. Get in a position to where you are the authority, to where your voice actually matters, to where whether this is you delegating out work, delegating out the workload that you have, or either this is you being in a boss position, okay, or an authoritative position, okay, where you are the one that is, you the boss. You delegate and work to other people because that's what your job actually is to do, right? And then you check up to make sure that they're doing their work like a manager or boss. It says secretary, staff assistants, office manager, or any job working in an office. Think of the greater good than oneself to achieve a better outcome, okay? So make sure that when you are thinking about your work and everything you're doing, okay, of course we have to think about ourselves, but this is also thinking about everyone that is involved as well, of course our families, okay? Let's see, let's get another one. This is, dang. 3 of them fell out, so I'm gonna take all 3 of them. Look what came back out. Money manager. Okay, easy does it and unlock it. Okay, this is good. This is really, really good. So I see setbacks, office. We just talked about that. The next one is easy does it. It says slow and steady wins the race. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it, keep going at it, okay? You don't want to put pressure on whatever you're doing. You don't want to take any action out of desperation, like, oh my gosh, I'm putting this action in, but why isn't it taking off? Or I've been doing this stuff at work, why isn't it taking off? Whatever area this is for you, whether it's your own business, whether this is at work, okay? Just taking it easy and trusting and believing. Yeah, and just trust and believe that slow and steady is going to win the race. It's a long-term game. It's a marathon. Okay? It's not a race, it's a marathon. Or it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. This is not a good time to rush. Pay attention to every detail, okay? So definitely pay attention to the details that you're putting in, and you're never behind. Don't ever think that you're behind, because everybody is on their own timeline. Okay, we're not in competition with nobody but ourselves. Okay, so wherever you are, the thoughts and the downloads that you receive, then that's where you're supposed to be. Careful not to get involved with any get-rich schemes, okay? So then after easy does it, we have unlocking. It says, what was locked can now be open. So whatever you're doing is working for you. Even if you had some type of setback or something like that, or something has been holding you back, okay? It's like you're unlocking something new here. Okay, whether this is a new work position, whether this is you doing something on your own, a combination, whatever this is, something was, when it says something was locked, it's like it's saying you're now ready to elevate. You're now ready to elevate out of these setbacks. It's giving me you're going into an easier phase. Things are getting easier for you when it comes to work and getting your money. It's like, just because people work hard, my grandfather worked hard his entire life. His entire life. He always had his own, he always worked for the job that he worked for years. I mean years. He retired there, right? But for all those years, he also had his own lawn care business. 8 people in here and 8 likes, so 88 abundance, okay, while I'm doing your read, okay? So, it's like whatever has, and I said that for a reason, and it left me because I started talking about the abundance, but it's okay. But what was locked can now be open. So whatever your skills and gifts are, it's time to use that. But what I'm saying is, that's what I was saying. You can work hard your entire life and still not get rich. Now, my grandfather was financially well, but he never got rich. So my point is, working hard, working all of these hours, coming home stressed, that ain't gonna guarantee you the money. A lot of people, they think they're conditioned by the matrix to think that's how they work hard, hustle, hustle, hustle. You're gonna get the money. Well, how many of y'all actually out there working, okay? And are you really getting the money? So, Hope Priestess, this is saying life is, do things the easier way. Whatever is easiest for you, and attract your money to you. That's what I'm picking up on. And that's by you doing it easy, that's what's going to actually help you to unlock what is here for you. If you've experienced any type of blocks, that's there, those setbacks that we talked about, that's there to help you know that you're steering off, that you could have been steering off track, or saying, hey, try this, do this. Listen to your intuition. A lot of people, their intuition is saying something to them, but then logic and that ego kicks in and saying, nah, don't do that. We comfortable. Let's stay comfortable. But you're not going to be, all of the greats had to get uncomfortable. And then lastly for you, Hope Priestess, right back out, money manager. Oh, one thing I want to say with this one, it says, you have opened the floodgates of abundance without limitations. It was meant for me to go back there. So the floodgates of abundance has been open for you. So it's pretty much, if it's open, step into it, receive it. Don't keep it away from you. It's all about the mindset. You got to have the right mindset. And having the right mindset is going to bring the opportunity to you overnight. Before you know, it's like, dang, you go to sleep with the right mindset and you keep doing that. One of these days you're going to wake up and boom, the perfect position is just going to appear for you, or the perfect clients or the perfect sales opportunities or whatever is going to appear right in front of you because you've attracted it to you. So the money manager, again, I already said this, but I'm going to say it again because it came out again. This card could indicate your career or finances could take a giant leap forward. We're starting and ending it the same way. So clearly, whatever you're doing is working. So keep doing it. Move in silence, how I said earlier in the general. Okay, even if things are moving slow, because we do have this at the bottom of the deck. All right, it's like making slow progress, but you're getting there. That's that easy does it. You're still getting there. You're on the right path. So keep doing whatever it is you're doing. Or if you have certain ideas and say, you know what? I think I want to switch up and do this. Go for it. If it's coming to you, do it. And don't give up before you start. Because a lot of times people say, oh, I want to do that. Let's say starting a YouTube. They go start that YouTube and it's like they could be consistent with it, but they ain't getting the views. A month later, they quit. Baby, you're going to have to keep doing that thing, whatever it is, right? That was just an example. But slow progress is still good, okay? It says consider careers in money management, banking, accounting, or anything in finance. And then it says you can expect a happy outcome when it comes to your finances. So that's what we started and ended with. You're definitely going to be receiving a happy outcome when it comes to your finances. I'm going to get you a angel message. Okay. Oh, of abundance, and I'm also going to get you a fortune cookie, and then I'll close it out for you, Hope Priestess. It says, and if anyone else is interested in receiving a money read, okay, the instructions are down below. It is $25 for your money read, okay, on this live. It says, this bottom says, it is safe for you to receive. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. What I'm picking up on, you got to have faith that it's even possible for you to receive the more. You got to have faith that it's possible that the opportunities are coming, that, you know, the sales are coming, that the clients are coming, that whatever it is that you're doing, that the time is coming. Maybe you got to have more time. Whatever it is, open yourself up to receive it. Maybe it's not the money. Maybe it's like, you know, you need your mind to get right. Whatever it is, open up to receive it and trust and know that it is possible that a shift, that a change can happen for you. Receive it. Have faith. But let's see what actually comes out. What messages are here? Ooh, for the Hope Priestess. Okay. The cards are just talking. The cards are just talking to you. It's like I only wanted one, and we got three that popped out, so I'm gonna go with it. It says a windfall of abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms. And now we know that abundance doesn't have to be like, oh, it's $1 million is coming. Girl, they flying now, right? It doesn't mean that, oh, here's $1 million is going to drop in your lap. It could be. I ain't saying it because all things are possible. We live in a multiverse. It's about you jumping to the reality of the lifestyle that you desire, because it's a version of you already out there living the life that you desire. You just got to match that frequency and start living it, right? But it could be opportunities. It could be help coming in different forms. Abundance can come in so many different ways. Okay, so don't just limit abundance to money and finances only, but it does include the money. But it says an increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms. Some of them are unexpected. Be open to receiving. That's the second time it says to be open to receiving. So your job is to learn how to be open to receiving and knowing that you're worthy of receiving. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, your health, and your charitable work. Okay? So that's at the bottom of the deck. The first one that fell off, detox your friendships. Okay? So this could be any people that you're hanging around, any people that you're talking to. This could be co-workers, whoever this is. Okay? Or even though, of course, I'm reading the energy, this could also be, your friendships could technically be also your ties or the relationships that you have with social media and the content that you're taking in, because that's a relationship that you have. You constantly seeing those certain things pop up. Guess what? That's a relationship. That relationship is your friendship. It's like, oh, let me be your friend. I want to. You have friends on social media too, is what I'm saying. So pay attention, okay, to that. But it says your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time with. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Also, this could be any physical people that you may be around as well, okay? You may need to limit certain interactions and so forth as well. So because when you're physically around people, that's that energy that you're really, connecting with, okay? Block out distractions, okay? It says your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and your working environment by turning off electronics. Ain't that funny? By turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. Okay? And then lastly, we have face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you in fact have nothing to fear at all. And that every successful person has also struggled with and had to release these same self-doubts. Okay? So it's time that you if money fears, okay, any limiting beliefs of thinking, oh, I don't know if I can get more, I don't know if I'm qualified to go out for this position, or anything around money and opportunities coming in, you have to face your financial fears and trust and believe that you are worthy and that you can have it come in, okay. So many people lie on their resumes and everything else to get their positions. I'm not into it at all. But look at the political parties. They be lying up a storm all the time. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I do in my free time? What if I ever feel bored when I have free time? What I do? I get in the mirror, baby. I get in that mirror and I be hyping myself up, and I look at myself and I'm doing that reflection work, and that makes me feel good. And before I know it, it's like, dang, an hour then went by, and it's like I feel good. It helps me if I feel like I'm having a bad day or anything. My go-to is I jump in the mirror and I start speaking positive to myself. I may turn some music on, whatever the case may be. But that's my number one go-to if I feel bored. Or, I'm a Virgo, so I'll be cleaning, organizing, whatever, I come up with work ideas and all of that type of stuff. But I saw romance, and then I also saw love here. Okay, so maybe it's time to spend more time with your family. Okay, really getting that time in with family is what I'm picking up on. But let's see what actually comes out. Let's get one message, one final closing message for the Hope Priestess. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, commitment. It's time for you to stay committed to something. A commitment is indicated around love or business. It will make you feel better. Okay, and I just said I've been seeing romance and love. Okay, I know this is about money and finances, but I saw romance when I picked it up. Okay, and then I saw love. Okay, so spending more time with family. And then this says commitment, being committed to love, okay, or business, whatever it is. There's some, or maybe in both. It's time for you to commit though. Okay, and then look, your card that fell out is assert yourself. Go for what you want. The time is right for soulmate connections. Birth of a child also likely. Well, we already know. I personally know, but so yeah, this is talking about spending time with your family and asserting yourself in your household, taking control over your schedule, taking control, okay, and not being a dominant force, but asserting yourself in the areas that you need to assert yourself that you need to assert yourself in. Speaking up, okay, being an advocate for yourself is what I am seeing and picking up on. But it's definitely this is all around family. So family is really huge when it comes to your money and your finances, okay? And you really truly being able to have the confidence to assert yourself and speak up on your needs and your desires. And then I split the deck and it says reflection. Friendships in your life may come to an end. Others could blossom and become stronger. So there goes that friendship. Just splitting the deck. And you see this, I'm going to get this, and that's going to be it. Look, and this one's a split here too. But it says sunshine. The sun is shining on you, your career and business growth. Fabulous communication and relationships. So maybe improved communication, okay? Yeah, there could be some challenges in some type of way, but communication will fix that. You asserting yourself and opening yourself up and speaking your needs, okay? At work or wherever. Take time out from problems or conflicts or approach softly to avoid making the matters worse, okay? So these are your messages, Hope Priestess. Definitely, I appreciate you and your support. Always, always. I love you. Thank you. So, yeah, if there's anyone else that desires to have a money read, okay, you guys can go ahead and follow the instructions in the description bar. It is only $25 right now while I am on this live. All right. It's only 5 people on here, so I'm assuming... I'm not sure, but if there is, yes, thank you, love, thank you. Look what just came out, just me shuffling randomly, okay? It says settling, okay? So, again, we got this earlier, y'all. Don't settle, okay? So, I'm going to just give it, 1 or 2 more minutes to see if anybody does hop on. Yeah, unfulfilled. So this is the time to stop being unfulfilled, to pay attention to what's going on, because at the end of the day, everybody has to deal with themselves. If you know that you're unfulfilled, if you know that, if you feel like you're settling, can't nobody change that but you. So it's 9:25, or it's not. It literally just turned 9:26. So I'm going to give it to. I'm gonna give it literally one more minute. Okay. If anybody wants a money read, it's $25. Okay. The instructions for Cash App and PayPal is down below, and I will get you your reading right here. And if not, then I'm going to close it out. Okay. I will just shuffle until then, just to see what comes out. This is randomly. Actually, Spirit is telling me to use this. Okay, deadlines. Some of you guys may have deadlines. Whoop, look. Creativity is going to bring in some type of new assets for some of you guys. Yeah, you may feel like there's a lot of competition in whatever you do. Okay, but if you guys are seeking new assets, it's going to cause you to get creative. Okay, maybe creative in the work that you do. Okay, creative in how you get your money. Okay, come up with some type of creative idea. Okay, or this is just saying your creativity as an entrepreneur, as a creative, is actually going to bring in, is what's going to bring in new assets, a new car, or whatever this is that you are doing. Okay, let me get one more, and then I'm gonna close this completely out because no one else has sent out anything. Yeah, I ain't gonna do all of this. Look, we're hiring. Okay, if your loan was denied, okay, maybe some of you guys are working from home, or you guys are being guided to work from home. But yeah, some of you guys, it's like maybe you guys, there's a work from home position you guys are going for. Okay, or if it's best that you guys work from home. But this, we're hiring. Okay, job search and work from home. Many of you guys, your guys are being guided to look for work at home, okay, to that where you're able to work from home. This could also be your own creative entrepreneur endeavors as well. Okay, so thank you guys so much, Ashe, for tapping in on this live, on these messages. Don't forget, if you guys were here from the beginning, the assignment that we did. Okay, and I will see you. You guys can definitely book your manifestation sessions, your business coaching, or any other coaching readings that I offer. All of my information is down below in the description bar. And baby, I will see you all next time. I am Coach Nayla LATRICE.